Gonna do some dumpster diving here in a few minutes. First, I'm gonna take this load to the scrapyard. All kinds of different stuff in there. It's really nice out here in the wintertime in these woods. It's just so quiet. You can hear all the birds. There was a woodpecker freaking out up there. He was gonna give me a real nice shot, but I spooked him and he flew over there in that tree. There he is. There's actually a propane tank sitting in the woods right there. Let's see if we can see it. See that propane tank back there? My camera's focusing on the branches. There's a propane tank sitting back there. It's sitting in a way, it looks like an old campsite. I suppose a flood could have moved it there. But I have a hunch that a lot of homeless people have been camping out here along this nice trail in the last few years since it's been built. It's just a beautiful area. And of course, when there's leaves here, that's just a dense canopy, you know. You would never be able to see that sitting back there. But I've been through here in the night before and seen a little fire in the woods up there. And that's a perfect place to camp. I mean, look at this place. I live right there. We jumped on the bike trail here. We're going all the way down here. Scrapyard is right there. This is one of my least favorite stretches right here. And that's because I think it's because in your mind you look at this and you think it's totally flat. That should be a nice ride, but it's actually a constant incline going this direction. That's a constant pedal. And carrying that probably makes me notice a little more. This is interesting. What's up, man?
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Looks like you guys having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can I park here? See you in a bit. There it all is. Got my junk wire, my Christmas lights, some shred tin, dirty motor, got some motors, got some dirty brass doorknobs, and some aluminum breakage in there. Got some #1 insulated, big bucket of copper, big bucket of aluminum, nice chunky pieces of brass, more shred tin. Actually, I need to throw that in there, I guess. That goes there. And my #2 insulated. And all of that was in there. Plus my camera bag. Hi, Smurley! I dropped my hat on the way to the scrapyard, and I do believe I have finally found it on the way home. Yes, indeed, folks. There it is. Looks like it was ran over once. Church bells. Hey, that ain't bad. That's good enough. I'm gonna turn around and do that again. I was wanting to hit this section of the trail with an empty load, because I noticed this trail starting to develop right here. That's not bad. That's fun. That's a nice little bit right there. It's kind of neat how these things start developing. Too shabby. So I've got to go to the bank and make a deposit. The bike trail is over here. I'm gonna go over here and hit these dumpsters. And on the way to the bank, I'm gonna bebop around, hit dumpsters, make the deposit, and then bebop around, hit some more dumpsters on the way home. See what we can find. I'll probably jump into a apartment complex or two and make a real-time video. I had to request a few times now that person wants to see a long video, and I can't make videos over an hour. The bike trail's running parallel over that way. Here's that free recycling yard I made that video out of the other day. I'm gonna go jump on the bike trail right now. That. Ooh, dirty rabbit cage, my favorite. Hey, look at that. Yahtzee! It's a bunch of stinky garbage. There's tons of missing dogs and cats in this area for some reason. I don't know why. Might just because it's densely populated, I suppose, but it sure seems like a high number. And I see some wire activity in there. I think it's been stripped, but hard telling sometimes. Yeah. That threw me off. Piece of wire right there with copper in it. All the good stuff's been stripped. Oh no, it hasn't. There's a piece. Some more pieces in there. The rest of it's been stripped. Found this earlier. A little part of a barbell, single arm barbell. Wasn't excited enough to turn the camera on. And this is the bike trail right here. And along this bike trail for the next mile or so, that's just apartment complex after apartment complex. And see how there's a sidewalk going to the trail. You can just jump on and off whenever you want. More wires. So man, I see wire in this one this time. Definitely not stripped this time. It's good stuff right there. It's $1 a pound. I've already picked up a pound of that. Just that little bit. It's about a pound or so, close to it altogether. That's probably the only piece in here. I just immediately focused on the piece I saw, of course, and the rest of it is stripped. Oh well, there's a couple bits. Enough of that. Bed frame. Let's leave that for someone else. I think there's wires in every one of these dumpsters. Piece of copper there. There's a real fine sawdust in there. I start digging. I don't want to breathe it, and there's nothing too valuable in these. It's obvious someone's stripping their wires. I'm kind of in a hurry to get to the bank, so instead of going that way to more apartments, I'm just gonna stick on the bike trail here. I've made real-time videos of that street out there. It's called Leverett Street, and I'll put that up in the corner right now to show you what this full route looks like if you want to check that out. But there's a street called Leverett that runs parallel to this bike trail. And on both sides of the street there's apartment buildings. This bike trail here, just on this side of the street. You can see all that stuff over there. I'm just gonna skip and then get to the bank. There's plenty of apartments over here too. As you can tell, this bike trail with all these apartments just all over the place. That's just, you really can't ask for anything better. Doing this on a bicycle, it's just, you can probably see how I evolved into doing it the way I do it. It's just a plastic hose. There's actually a microwave down there. We'll have that. Microwaves are my friend, especially when I have an empty load like that. Oh, that's kind of a big one. I know I get to comment about these plates, these microwave plates, but that's just not my game. Got better things to do. You know, if it was a real expensive microwave, over the range, or a couple $100 microwave, sure, I'd take it, you know. That's just a Walmart special there. I could make $5 or so selling that plate probably. But there's thousands of things out here I could sell for $5 if I wanted to. I'd end up putting nearly an hour of labor, maybe more, into it. That looks like a piece of copper right there. That's a, I believe that's a, what is it, a paper towel holder? I think that's copper. Let's see. Yeah, that's a piece of copper there. It's kind of neat. I'll think about holding on to that. I'll probably end up yanking the copper bits off of there and scrapping it. And I didn't mean to throw that out. And that's probably a good thing. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Look at that. Threw that bag out there accidentally. Look at that laying on the ground right there. Live shotgun still. Little 410. Sucker's alive. Rusty. Probably about a bang against a rock away from exploding on somebody. And here's why I say microwaves are my friend. That actually looks like it might be small enough to fit. I thought it was too big there for a second, but it's not. The sucker's just gonna go right down here. Oh, that's too big. Well, let's put it like that. Still doesn't take up hardly any room. Put that shotgun still in my camera bag. I don't trust it. Banging around in here, it's a bunch of scrap metal. Some worn out shoes. What are those? They're worn out. Yuck. Uh-oh. Yahtzee. Double Yahtzee. Triple Yahtzee. Quadruple Yahtzee! The kid's setting a record here. I think the most Yahtzees I've ever had is 5. In a real game of Yahtzee. If I remember right. So I can just bebop around on that bike trail all the way home hitting these things. It just, I don't know if I've explained that too well before, but that's why taking a load of scrap metal to the scrapyard a long ways away is no big deal, because I can actually work all the way there too if I want. Work all the way home. That's almost, the trip to the scrapyard becomes irrelevant if you work the whole time, you know. Yeah, it's a nice little plant. Some DVDs. That plant looks like it's brand new, actually. Oh, has a horseshoe post, I would believe. And these are all empty. No, it's not empty. Yes, it is. Oh, head rush. Ooh. Yep, that's what that is, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I could be wrong. No, I don't know what that is. It's got holes in it. That's a nice looking plant. It's brand new. It's just way too nice. I mean, it's starting to wilt because it doesn't have no water. But I can just tell by looking at it, I mean, every one of those leaves in there is just perfect condition. I'm actually going to take this down to this next street down here. One thing I notice is it gets picked up super fast as plants like this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip it in this water in this creek. So in about 10 or 15 minutes it'll perk up. And there's a busy street right here. Actually, there's a bus stop right there right now. There's a bus stop right there. This street won't, this plant won't last more than a few minutes, I would expect, once it perks up. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna dip this sucker down there. Oh, big old drink of water. Actually, I think that plastic bag's holding water in there. I don't really want that to happen. Just gonna get that out of there. I don't know why it's in there to begin with. Right on my toe almost. Ooh, it's close. All right, now we're cooking. Let's see if we got water in there or not. Now I know for sure. I've never seen. I mean, I've never really paid close attention to it, but I know when I set these things out, and if I come by the next day, they're gone every time. Especially a nice one like this. There's not a brown leaf on it. It's just, I can just tell when it perks up, it's gonna be in perfect condition. There's one dead blossom on it. Oh, it's a perfect spot. That's a bus stop right here. That's a done deal. It'll be gone in a half hour. That's what I put my money on. Hey, there goes an electric motor bicycle. Let's see if we can catch him. He's cheating. Oh shoot, that actually smells like a gas engine. He might be out of gas. Hey, that's cheating.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, oh hey, that's gas.
Parks department said I can't though.
Hey, you mind if I take a look at that bike?
No, go right ahead. Yeah, it's my first build, so I'm still working out some of the kinks.
You built that?
Yeah.
I thought it was electric when you went by.
No.
It's just that quiet, huh? It's got muffler.
Yeah, it's got a little muffler on it. I have my rear sprocket. I need to adjust it because it's causing a little
You
side
built
to
that?
side.
Do you sell them?
I'll make one for somebody if they've got a bike
Yeah.
and they want one put on. Give me the money for the engine, and we can
Yeah.
work out labor later. I
That's-
mean, I got no problem with that.
I'll make a YouTube video right now if you want to give out your phone number.
So,
Thousands of people will watch.
shit, I don't even know my phone number. I never call myself.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
But, yeah, I mean, hell, I'll make you
that's
one.
slick, man. I thought it was electric till I started following you and I smelled gas.
Yeah. I need to clean my muffler.
Or not gas,
out,
but I
'cause it's
smell-
a little,
yeah, I
it's a
smelled
little
exhaust.
two-stroke, so it's the fuel oil mix.
Was the engine on when you came through there?
Yeah.
Well, that's quiet.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter than I thought it would
Oh
be.
shoot, that sounded like an electric.
But yeah, it gets after it pretty good. Like I said, I'm still working out the kinks. This is the cheapest motor I could find because it's,
Yeah.
like I said, my first build. So I wanted to go cheap in case things didn't work out that
Half
well.
gallon gas.
Yeah.
What's that go? About 200 miles?
I'm not getting anywhere close to it right now, but
Yeah.
I'm still in my break-in period,
Yeah.
so it goes through a lot more gas than it should. Didn't help matters any that my original fuel filter, the one that came with it, had a crack in it, and I
Yeah.
didn't know this.
Well, if you want to give out your phone number, man,
Yeah.
there's thousands of people that listen.
So, yeah, I got no problem with it. Oh, let me guess, my soon-to-be ex tried calling me.
Of course, there's not going to be a whole
Yep.
lot of people in the immediate area, but you never know.
I don't know. I've had a few people already ask me.
Yeah. Or you got an email address or something?
Yeah, that one's actually pretty easy to remember. It's Firehammer.
Let's give out your email address.
Yeah, it's firehammer.survival@gmail.com.
All right. Firehammer
.survival, SURVIVAL @gmail.com.
at gmail.com. All right, man.
And
You don't mind being in this video?
no, that's
All right.
fine. Yeah, like I said, I went with the cheapest engine possible because it's my first build. I'd never done
Yeah.
it before. I'd seen a couple of them, and it's like, yeah, that looks like it'd be a lot of
Yeah.
fun to have. I've always kind of wanted.
How much it cost you?
The engine cost me $100, but
Yeah.
when you throw in all the tools that I
Labor
had
and
to do
stuff,
everything, I probably put about $400 into
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And that's not even counting the effort. And I'm still not done. I need to adjust my rear sprocket a little bit.
That thing's slick.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to ride.
That thing's
but
super
I
slick.
got to get to work.
All right, man.
I'm gonna be in trouble with my boss.
Take it easy.
Alrighty.
Let's see if he blows past me. Cheater, cheater, cheater. I'll hang with him in the curvy section. Once we get to a straightaway, I'm toast. He's gonna toast me now. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm done in the straightaways. There he goes. Good night. That thing's pretty slick. If that engine were to be durable and hold up, that'd be the ultimate dumpster diving machine, I can tell you that. As long as you still have the capability of using the pedals, you know, if something breaks down or whatever. I think he's out of sight now. Okay, so I went to my bank, and the good thing about having to go to my bank is now I'm in the land of retail. We got Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot, Old Navy, Game Exchange is that dumpster. We got Ulta that way, and a couple other stores, a Dollar Tree, and then I'm gonna go do some shopping at Walmart. So I'm gonna finish up this video doing a real-time route of these places, and we'll see how we do. This Game Exchange dumpster is shared with restaurants, and it's a compactor dumpster, so there's almost never anything in here. And if there is, it's just scummy, scum. It's like the worst possible location Game Exchange could share their dumpster with. That's just a bunch of nasty, filthy garbage. I'm about to dump my bicycle. Forgot with that weight back there, I can't be popping wheelies. Try that again. That's actually some coax cable with the power adapter in there. Let's see if it's a Sony PlayStation or what the deal is. I rarely see this in here. Maybe we got lucky. Yuck, this is filthy scum. I'm not even gonna do anything more. But nah, it's just like an old laptop adapter. But there's some nice cords in there. I'll take it. Not a bad start. There's coax cable in there I'm gonna have to cut out, of course, but I'm gonna waste time doing that right now. And so I got a little bit of nasty scum, and that's why I know I've seen a comment before about me wearing fingerless gloves, and that's why right there, because you do this when I'm doing, if you wear full gloves and you touch something disgusting, that gets stuck into your gloves, you know, and you can't wipe your gloves off. Like I just had a little bit of scum on my finger. It sounds bad, but I just wiped it right off, you know, it's gone. And if I was wearing gloves, it'd just be the end of my gloves would just be a filthy, disgusting ball of rotten, bacterial, fungal mess. They'd just be disgusting unless you washed them every day or two. And even like latex gloves, you can't wipe latex gloves off either. They're just, if you get them slimy, they're just a slimy mess unless you just totally take them off, you know, and go and just throw them away right away. But that explains why I wear these. I can't stand working any other way. It's just real easy. You know, you just wipe them in the grass or on the side of the dumpster like I did there. Okay. Bed Bath Beyond, Old Navy. We're gonna swing around back here if I don't get if I don't get run over first. There's Ulta. That's Bed Bath Beyond. And sometimes this is about the best place where I live as far as them actually throwing stuff away. Just some little bits of scrap metal. That's just looking like they're bagged garbage. Yeah. Ouch, dang it. Get this stupid thing out of the way. Bunch of, I think those are safety sensors. Alarm deals for expensive products or whatever. Scrapyard might actually take that. I'll probably be able to throw that in my tin pile at worst, I suppose. Not very valuable, but that'd be worth maybe 4 cents right there. That's just a bunch of bunk in there. It's kind of a weird deal. They got a compactor unit, interior fed compactor unit. So I don't know why they throw so much stuff in that stupid little thing. That's kind of weird. That might not be functional. And this Old Navy store, they never really throw anything away good. But if you ever want like hangers, if you ever need a bunch of hangers for something, this, I don't know if it's the same place, same thing where you live, but look at this. And it's constantly like this. See, every one of those bags is filled with those plastic hangers, rack hanger deals. And there's probably thousands of them in here right now. And it's almost always like this. See, I mean, I was so confident it would be like this, I started talking about it before I even got here. Because it's almost like this, almost every single time I look at her. And these kind of here are actually pretty nice little hangers. Got the adjustable clips, and there's nothing wrong with them. They just treat them as disposable. So that's Old Navy right there. Maybe it's like that where you live. I don't know. The retail store scene where I live is pretty lame for the most part. That's Ulta right there. Of course, that's probably obvious by the filthy mess. And this, whatever store this is, throws away tons of boxes, real nice boxes in there. Another cardboard dumpster. Most of the stores where I live do their customer returns and stuff all internally inside the store. This is an Ulta dumpster, obviously. Just a filthy, stinky mess. I just know there's nothing in here worth anything, and plus it's been rained on in the last couple of days. And it's just a filthy, gross mess. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I had enough of that. I'll smell like makeup for the rest of the night. So most of the places where I live, like this Joanne Fabrics place, craft store place, it's an internal fed compactor unit, and it's just, I mean, if they're not like that, they keep their dumpsters inside their shipping area bay. Little babies and kids clothing store deal here, and I think maybe like a hair shop or something, if I remember right. I'm not sure. It's not a very productive dumpster. It's a cardboard dumpster full of cardboard boxes. I'm sure there's no new information to anyone out there. If you ever need cardboard boxes, just pull behind these stores, and 50% of dumpsters are thereabouts. That old trampoline, look at it. The funny thing is that rusted out old dirty mess is actually a functional little trampoline if you wanted to use one for some disposable purpose. That's solid. There's actually a grill in there, all made out of tin metal, so it's nothing special. If it were aluminum or stainless, I would take the time to yank the lid and the base out, but it's not. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little chunk of aluminum. These are nice little dudes to have. The scrapyard I went to earlier in this video allows me just to throw that in my clean aluminum pile, even though it's got a piece of plastic and a chunk of brass hanging off of it. If you really wanted to, I suppose you could take that apart, but clean aluminum is good enough for me. And there's probably a little piece of brass maybe in there, and then controls here and there, but I'm just not gonna mess with it right now. A little tore up chair. Looks like it's actually had plants growing in it. It was a wicker chair with plants growing in it. Yeah, that's it. This dumpster here can get interesting. I'm not sure which store this is. I never really paid attention. I think it's, oh, this is the Dollar Tree one, I guess. Never mind. They'll throw out some decent stuff sometimes. This one's just packed full of their garbage. I don't see any returns or any products they're throwing away. A couple of cardboard display units of some sorts in there. All their bagged garbage. Yeah. That's just a bunch of nothing. All right. And see a thing about this. Here's the bike trail right here. Look at this. This bike trail is massive, extensive, whatever word you want to use. I just want to show that to you. A little homeless person party. I can't believe they're doing that right there. A couple 12 packs of beer, cracked open, all their empty beer cans laying in the weeds behind them. Can't believe they're doing that right out in the open like that. That goes back to the beginning of the video. I talked about that propane tank out in the woods and seeing campfires out there in the nighttime. Those 3 people right there might have a camp set up out there along that bike trail somewhere. I don't blame them. It's a beautiful place. Not so sure about the slamming the beers and having a couple cases of beers cracked open right there in the middle of a busy public way. They must want to get in trouble, I guess.
How are you, sir?
What's up, man?
You alright?
Having fun yet?
Oh yeah, blast.